The temperatures continue to drop through the early morning. This could get icier, so if you're heading to work tomorrow or dropping the kids off to school, first off, give yourself plenty of time to clear off the car first off and make sure that you get to wherever you're going in a safe manner, because that is most important. So right now we're going to keep watching and see as things develop here on I-75. Right now, Haley Kostick, live in Montgomery County, News Center 7. Molly?
Well, that's some great advice there from Haley. With the roads still slick out there now, there's not going to be much melting that happens for the rest of the night. And it wasn't a lot of snow that we saw in the Miami Valley, but just enough that it created problems for us and continues to do so. Taking a look at some of our reports that came in around 10 o'clock this evening. I haven't seen any additional reports. There might have been one or two since then. But these are the ones that I've seen from the Weather Service. Nearly 2 inches of snow fell in the Kettering area. A lot of that fell initially. There was this band that was right through the central part of Montgomery County as the snow just started. And then it started to ramp up later in the evening. Liberty Township, 1.5 inches. Wilmington, about 1.3 inches, Beaver Creek more than 1 inch, and Centerville at 1 inch as well. Just enough that it created the slick roadways, but may not necessarily be enough for those plows to get under the snow as good as it could if there was a few more inches. Here's a look in Dayton from earlier this evening. This was from Misty, and you can see this is close to Riverscape, and clearly snow-covered slippery roadways there in that photo. And then another shot here in Huber Heights. This is from Mike Avery, and from what I can tell in this photo, it appears there's a little bit more than 1 inch of snow that fell in Huber, and with snow that was falling likely after this photo was taken, that number may have come up a bit. So that may be somewhere between that 1.5 to 2 inch range as well when all is said and done. Thank you for sending your pictures in. I grabbed all of these photos from the WHIO News app and the upload option, which is on the lower right hand part of the screen. So if you have any pictures of the snow in your neighborhood, you can certainly upload them there. We're always checking to see what's happening across the Miami Valley. Live Doppler 7 radar does show that the snow is now primarily in the eastern part of our viewing area and is starting to taper off to the west. So up and down 75, we should start to see improving conditions on the roadways, but still slick up US 68 from Bellefontaine and then down into Urbana, Springfield, Xenia, and eventually down into the Wilmington area. Might see an additional 1/4 to 1/2 inch of snow that may fall with this final last push of some snow. But when we put it in motion, you can see that it is starting to pull away. Big picture view, this massive storm system now turning into a nor'easter as it's heading up into the New England area. A ton of rain along the East Coast, and then intense snowfall through New York and northwestern portions of Pennsylvania. For us locally, this band of snow showers that's on the backside of this storm system is what is going to move in for us tomorrow morning. So we're going to get several hours tonight of quiet weather, and then we're going to see a little light burst of snow that comes in during the morning drive. That's problematic for any of us because our road temperatures are sitting in the low to mid 20s. So whatever is going to fall additionally is going to create a slick coating of snow, just like we've seen already. Here's a look in Beaver Creek, slow going for us tonight. Isolated slick spots remaining through daybreak tomorrow. So we head into the afternoon, we'll have better road conditions as we do get into the necessarily heat of the day, but the sun comes up and that actually helps the pavement to warm. Winter weather advisory from Champaign County down to Warren County and Clinton County until 7 o'clock in the morning because of those slippery roads. So snow is going to be pushing to the east for the rest of the night. We get a little break and then we see some of that light snow coming back in. There's 8 o'clock in the morning. A quick burst of snow leads to a quick coating of snow and then those isolated slick spots. We'll have decreasing clouds tomorrow night. We only get to about the mid-30s tomorrow. It will be breezy, so wind chills will be in the 20s. We drop to the 20s tomorrow night, chilly in the upper 30s for your day Tuesday, but that's seasonable. Quick moving front comes through on Wednesday. That could bring us a couple more sprinkles. And then temperatures, well, they drop off, and we get into the 20s only for highs for the rest of the week into the upcoming weekend. Meteorologist Austin Cheney will have the latest tomorrow morning on Daybreak Edition.
Thanks, McCall. New details about that terrifying standoff at a Texas synagogue. What we're learning about the man who took hostages inside. And another live look from the ODOT camera. This one's at 7:25 in Yankee in Washington Township. As you can see, things out there are looking pretty sloppy because of the snow. We'll be back in a few minutes.